Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the sport of wrestling inside the WWE War. In today's bonus segment, I'll be sharing my favorite WWE War Games match in WWE history. So, I have to say, my favorite I just gave it away there. My favorite War Games match has to be the 2017 WWE War Games match. Now, this was the inaugural War Games match that took place in 2017 on the Black and Gold brand for NXT. I mean, all 9 wrestlers that participated in this match did their damn thing. You had the Undisputed Era of Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish that took on Sanity, that took on Authors of Pain, Akam Razar, and they were accompanied by Roderick Strong that night. All 9 men did their damn thing. The MVPs of that match were Killian Dane, Akam Razar. Those big men were the MVP of this match. I mean, they were doing insane spots. They were doing incredible spots. They were the 3 wrestlers that stood out to be the most during that match. But when you look back at that 2017 War Games match, the build-up for it was great. William Regal coming out on the stage with the microphone in his hand, yelling War Games over the years for the Black and Gold brand, building up for NXT War Games matches. It made the War Games matches feel special. They still do feel special today, but it was nothing like that being in the Black and Gold brand of NXT. But this match had incredible spots. There was great tag team moves. Killian Dane paying respect and paying homage to Shane McMahon, hitting that coast-to-coast move on Kyle O'Reilly with the trash can pinned across his chest, and he wasn't able to see. But then also Roderick Strong hitting that suplex on Adam Cole, falling off the top of the cage and crashing down the other 7 wrestlers. That was a good spot also. But that night, it was the right call for the Undisputed Era to defeat Sanity and the Authors of Pain, accompanied by Roderick Strong that night. I just feel like that first ever inaugural NXT War Games match is the greatest WWE War Games match that we've ever seen. Nothing has topped it off, in my opinion. Now, there is an honorable mention, though. And I do believe that this one is the second best War Games match in WWE history. My honorable mention is the 2019 War Games match that once again took place on the Black and Gold brand of NXT, where you had the Undisputed Era of Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong. They took on the team of Kevin Owens, Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, and Dominik Dijakovic. That all 8 men did their damn thing in this one. Now, the story of this was the Undisputed Era they were coming into this match with the advantage over Tommaso Ciampa's team, and Tommaso Ciampa's team needing a 4th member. When Kevin Owens' music hit, that arena erupted for Kevin Owens, because if you follow wrestling, Kevin Owens and Adam Cole have some well-documented history in their days of Ring of Honor with each other. So it made sense for Kevin Owens to come down to NXT for one night only, help Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, and Dominik Dijakovic to defeat the Undisputed Era. But that match, I mean, it was great. The crowd was hot. The spots were great. The finish of Tommaso Ciampa putting Adam Cole over his shoulders, driving him down several feet in the air, crashing down through a table. That spot to finish the match, it was goated. It was incredible. And I gotta say, man, the Undisputed Era were the GOATs of the War Games matches. I mean, what couldn't they do good in all 4 of the War Games matches they participated in on the Black and Gold brand in NXT? And now that I think about it, Vince McMahon fumbled so many NXT stars that could have been true main roster talents. I mean, look at Sanity. Sanity that was led by Eric Young. Eric Young, one of the greatest TNA wrestlers that they've ever had a part of their organization. Eric Young was fumbled. Sanity could have been a huge tag team. It could have been a big factor on either Raw or SmackDown back in the day when they finally got called up to the main roster. They were fumbled and really didn't have a good run. I also think about how great an Undisputed Era run with Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong could have been on the main roster. I mean, you saw what Adam Cole could do on the main roster when he was showcased in matches with Daniel Bryan on SmackDown in 2019, followed by another NXT title defense that he had against Seth Rollins on a Monday Night Raw episode in the main event of both Raw and SmackDown. how could you say that he was going to end up being Keith Lee's manager when you knew Adam Cole had all the wrestling talent in the world? And Keith Lee, don't even get me started how WWE fumbled Keith Lee. I mean, you had Keith Lee defeat Randy Orton in his first ever main roster pay-per-view match, but then you release him a year later. I mean, man, Vince McMahon had no idea what he was doing, because he could have elevated those NXT stars to be main roster stars today. And Triple H would have taken care of his guys on the main roster, but that's a different story for a different day. Those are that is my greatest WWE War Games match, and my honorable mention is the second greatest War Games match in WWE history. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off, and I'll see you guys on next week's episode.